Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
The way that I always hear conversations about movies go is like this. Hey, how was that one scene? Yeah. And what about that one guy? Yeah. Wasn't it such a cool movie? Yeah. And it sort of bugs me because there's not really any substance there. Stories are deep, and at face value, not a lot of us notice that. Artists are asking great questions, and I think it's important that we as consumers and viewers pay attention to those questions. This series, Retrospective, hopes to analyze some of the theses in these stories in order to inspire better dialogue about them. Since artists are asking great questions, I think it's extremely important that we start thinking deeply about film. I also see film as a means to learn about life. These stories communicate truth, and they resonate with us in some way. So it's important that we learn from film and figure out what these stories are really teaching our hearts. I hope not to address common themes that anyone would notice on one watch through, but deeper ones. That means not addressing something like aliens in the film Arrival or fear in a horror movie. Rather, my hope is to discuss these stories in depth and think about them from a different angle, a different perspective, that we might start training ourselves to think better about film and about story in general. I'm going to endeavor to find a specific thesis that I think the film sticks to or supports, and then use scenes from the film to support my claim that that's the film's thesis. There's so many different theses that I can pull out of all kinds of different films, but I'm just going to go after one important bit of the story that I think usually goes overlooked. So welcome to Retrospective, a series where we think deeply about stories and seek to learn from them, and I hope that you'll be inspired and will seek to have better conversation about stories as a result. Conversation about these things is always better, so I'd love to hear your thoughts about particular stories that I'm going to present, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you'd like to see me do. So leave a comment, and thanks again for watching. Welcome to the series.